figure out how to get the audio, dude.
I got you.
Yes.
He's such a good friend. Give me a hug.
Hi. That's actually kind of crazy. I think it just like magnetically hooked onto your bag. There's people in here. So there's no audio that I can get other than here's audio. Let's go. That's fucking awesome. We're excited.
Yeah, you probably didn't look right there. Well, if it's on, I guess it's you already found it. Yeah. So like.
Lost in space, where's the moon? do. So lost in space, race in the moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane. Still overall, can't complain. Still overall, can't complain. Hey, how are you all? I can't complain. I'm broken, lying by, Lord, lying by. It's easy, only waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Sitting here waiting till the county jail. I'm hoping she's not so mad now that she doesn't even pay my bill. If I was her, I'm not so sure we'd keep on moving down the trail. I'm sitting here waiting till the county jail. I got a lump on my head and a blueprint on my chest. From what the guys in here call the Tillamook County lie detector test. Well, I did my best, but as you might guess, it's a tough test, not fair. I'm sitting here waiting until the county jail. One phone call, too tired of no. Four cold gray walls moving in. If I ever do get out on this highway again, I ain't ever gonna make it till Tillamook County. It all started when I had a little trouble with a guy on the highway crew. And that lying son of a gun told me I done some things that I didn't do. They came running from me down 101, lights flashing on my head. And I'm sitting here waiting until the county jail. One phone call, too tired of no. Four cold gray walls moving in. If I ever do get out on this highway again, I ain't ever gonna make it till Tillamook County. I ain't ever gonna make it till Tillamook County. Sitting here waiting till the county jail. I'm hoping she's not so mad that it's doesn't even pay my bill. I went down on vacation, gonna leave on probation. Gonna send all my money to the mail. I'm gonna send all my money to the county jail. Yes, I'm gonna send all my money to the county jail. All right. Well, I sure do appreciate y'all coming out tonight. I feel like I know so many of you. But this one goes out to the friend who you dragged out here. If you've never seen me play before, my name is Levi Snider, and I've been traveling around this country for the last few years, singing these songs to whoever wants to listen to them. Some of them are sad, some of them are funny, some of them are short, and some of them will feel like they go on forever. Hell, I may even ramble on for as many as 18 minutes between a particular song. I also want to let you know that I may share my opinion over the course of the evening. I don't don't share them with you because I think they're smart, or because I think you need to know them. I share them with you because they rhyme. I sure do appreciate y'all letting me come out here and do this again. And if all goes according to plan, then we will have a 90-minute distraction from our impending doom. This next one goes like this. I got a dusty old pile of vinyl records sitting on my floor. I've played each one of them over and over, dozens of times or more. All that I got is a beat-up chair, a mattress, a fork, another to spare, and that dusty old pile of records on my floor. I got Willie Wheeling and Woody Guthrie, Jimmy Buffett, I love it, and Bobby Gentry, Jeff Bob Dylan, Johnny Chris, Ted, the Doors, Patsy Cline, John Prine, and more. I got Jackson Brown, James Van Dance, everything was getting hey, Jimmy, Jack Clark, Van Halen, I got Rita, Britt, Deep Sack, Country Joe, when he was singing that fish, you know. I got Emily, U2, and Oliver, James Taylor, Jimmy, Rod, Shane, Wood, Old Joe, Nixon, Hendrix, Haggard, and a whole lot more. In that dusty old pile of vinyl records I got sitting on my floor. I'm in San Francisco, West Birmingham Airport. The one bag I had on the clothes, the other was all the more records of mine. Lady said that I could only bring one bag. I had two, oh, what a drag. Had to jump on the plane and leave all my clothes behind. But I got Willie, Wheeling and Wood, Guthrie, Jimmy Buffett, I love it, and Bobby Gentry, Jeff Bob Dylan, Johnny Chris, Ted, the Doors, Patsy Cline, John Prine, and more. Got Jackson Brown, Down, Van Dance, everything was getting hey, James, Jack Clark, Van Halen, got Rita, Britt, Deep Sack, and Country Joe, and he was singing with the fish, you know. I got Emily, U2, and Oliver, James Taylor, Jimmy, Rod, Shane, Wood, Old Joe, Nixon, Hendrix, Haggard, and a whole lot more. In that dusty old pile of vinyl records I got sitting on my floor. Let's keep her going. If I had a nickel for every diamond you had, I have half of your money. You talk about not that bad, more like 10 times as good. I don't know anyone who wouldn't wanna hold on all the hand if they could. You could just come off a little bit of money though, that would surely do me good. I'm in between jobs. Can you dig it? Did you good? Can you dig it? I was hoping you would. There's only one way to win this show, man. Either gotta get the other, gotta play. I think I'm not very bright, and you might be right. I might have been born yesterday, but I was up all night. as shit. So this next song, it wasn't until I took a camper with my now wife and my 2 dogs. We hit the road and played for really anybody that would listen to us. And it wasn't until we went from campsite to trailer park where I realized how true this song really was. She works 2 jobs, boy runs loose. Double wide blues, double wide blue. I got the blue, Just then a friend of mine came through the door. Said she lived big before was young, big before. She said she didn't ever want to see me anymore, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. Think I'm an alright guy. I just wanna live until I gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. Think I'm alright. Now maybe I'm dirty, maybe I spoke a little dope. Sorry, Mom. It ain't like I'm going on TV and tearing up pictures of folks. I know I get wild and I know I get drunk. It ain't like I got a bunch of bodies in my trunk. My old man used to call me no good punk, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm an alright guy. I just wanna live until I gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. Think I'm alright. You know, just the other night, some cops pulled me over outside of the bar. They turned on their lights and ordered me out of my car. And I was only kidding when I called them a bunch of pricks. Instead they made me do the stupid human trick. Now I'm stuck in this jail with a bunch of dumb hicks, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. Think I'm an alright guy. I just wanna live until I gotta die. No, I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. Think I'm an alright guy. Think I'm alright. Yeah, think I'm an alright guy. Think I'm alright. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna do my best to get through this next one. I've always loved it. It's one of my favorites. It has a whole new meaning after the last couple months. So let's see if I can do it. My first day in Nashville didn't seem like much of one. Drinking till I'd fallen asleep out in the sun. Working on a song, I guess I'm still working on. It's called Where Will I Go Now That I'm Gone? See, that idea first came to me when I was only 22. At 25 I realized it was all that I could do to make it to the end, but then again I always knew if I never got it finished I could die trying to. Last night I thought I had right here in my hotel. It faded out the first gone, man, come on, let it go. But, you know, giving up a dream is just like making one come true. It's easy to sit around talking about, it's harder to go out and do. So for this one last question, I can give up on this song. Where will I go now that I'm gone? Now that I'm gone. Now that I'm gone. It's called Where Will I Go Now That I'm Gone? We're going to pick it up just a little bit. Come get around and sing you a song of a crazy world that was coming along. Till one day some fool made a decision to turn on the television. Of course, radio recording we'd all ignore. Paper said we had no time for it, but before you knew it, you made Milton Burrow. We all had a new escape from the world. All tuned in before too soon. We were watching man walk on the moon. Made it look as easy as driving a car. Video kids, radio star, got to talk to it. Talking blues are easy to do. All you gotta rhyme is a line or two. Rhyme a line or two and then you never have to rhyme again, see? I can say whatever I want to now. You know, within reason. Say sitcom catchphrase, game show nation. Television soon without explanation as the situation took to such a degree. Eventually we'd hear about a cable TV. Of course, free TV news swore and ignored. The average family could never afford it. But again, they were wrong. Eventually, everybody wanted their MTV. We were all tuned in, and now the shot was watching a kid do a thing called the moonwalk. Sliding backwards, really, it's eventually too far. We gotta kill that video star. Got to talk to it. So simple at first, Levi Snider and friends. So I want to go ahead and introduce everybody on stage. This is Jared going on the bass. I'm a guitar this guy. Can groove, trust me. And this back here is my brother from another mother, X Walker Davis. And we actually got some other friends in here tonight that are wanting to play some songs. Friends of Todd's, friends of mine, friends of my family. But Dean, where you at? Dean Alexander, where you at? Is he in here?
He's around.
He's gotta be around here somewhere. There he is. All right. He's gonna sing you guys a song if that's all right.
Levi. Give it up for Levi Snider. I know what you're thinking. Who the fuck is this guy? No, Levi! Let's see if I can get the strap on. I remember my first strap. It's an honor to be here, folks. It's really special. Todd didn't only tell stories, he made you feel like you were riding shotgun. He was a hell of an inspiration. I got the chance to release a record on Amos a few years ago. I thought I got all my emotions out last night. But it is an honor to be here. I did a record, and Todd played on it. I could go on, but it was an honor to have him. Well, these guys don't know this song. They're about to learn it. It's out of G. And then you just gotta hang on, I guess. Oh, did you change? Are you down a half a step?
Yes.
Yeah. Should have told me that.
All right, my bad. G for real. G for real.
The real G. Feels more like a broke shopping cart. Didn't mean to set the whole family tree in flames. I blame it on my double dip D ring, bring like a
have a lovely wife. She said I'm a woman, but I act like I'm fine. And she said me down to tell me how to count the ways. Now from my dad did give me chips of dick and pain. She said it's not reality, seems more like a tragedy in time. Yeah, but one good thing about the poor boy, hey, you know me sure can't ride. Seems more like a tragedy time. Yeah, but one good thing about the poor boy, hey, you know we sure can. One good thing about the poor boy, you know we sure can. One good thing about the poor boy, you know we sure can rhyme. Let's hear it for Dean Alexander. Some chick, you a dick for some smoke. like traffic on my sadness. You know I still believe. Two men who look to me like a guy stepping in his sleep. They drank some, over one more round. They made him leave his boots on when they laid him into the ground. He was a runaway, locomotive out of his one track mind. They tricked some, they tricked some, they Y'all sound good. D.B. Cooper was 43 when we first heard his name. 47 miles away from where he fell down to his fame. He told me that the hardest part wasn't really jumping out of the plane. It was spending the night watching those lights shining through the pouring rain. They had a manhunt the very next morning like nothing I'd ever seen. I was only 8 years old at the time, watching on the TV screen. They were saying he was never gonna make it now. Daylight was setting. Later that night, they were shining those lights up on the mountain again. Not far away from the city of roses, they all watched those lights up through the rain. D.B. Cooper. The cops drew off all the exit roads, turned loose all of the hounds. They even dragged the river up a couple of times to see if he had drowned. All of those men working overtime, they swear they'd bring him down. A parachute and a few $100 was all that they ever found. Not far away from the city of roses, they all watched those lights up through the rain. Now some people say that he died up there, somewhere in the rain and the wind. Other people say that he got away, but his girlfriend did him in. Lawmen say if he is out there, someday they're gonna bring him in. But as for me, I hope to never see old D.B. Cooper again. So this, after Todd passed, I had a lot of songs going through my head. But there was one song from my dad that kept going through his head. It was on repeat. And I actually didn't know it at the time, which I feel bad about now. But since I've learned it, it has become one of my all-time favorite songs. Little bird came set upon my windowsill, sat there through the pouring rain. I watched the little bird sit on my windowsill and saw the thoughts of you go by again. Picture of my face on the window pane. Is it tears I see, or is it rain? I remember how we talked before we said goodbye. You don't know the world outside our door. You laughed and said our love was free like birds that fly away. Till the rain came and made me think of you once more. Picture of my face on the window pane. Is it tears I see, or is it rain? Got no regrets about the past. See how young we were. Love was love and life was color. Many things go many ways and many times but once. The lives past and love is but a thought. Picture of my face on the window pane. Is it tears I see, or is it rain? As my thoughts go tumbling back, I wonder how you look. I wonder if you've seen that little bird. I wonder if he sat upon your windowsill. I wonder if you'll ever hear these words. Picture of my face on the window pane. Is it tears I see, or is it rain? Alright, so we got a couple more friends in the house. Chelsea, you here?
Where's Chelsea?
There she is. She's right there. Let's hear it for Chelsea Love. Alright, I'll give it up for Levi.
Hang on, y'all. See, I think I got the Todd gig. I don't want to scratch Todd's gig.
No, it go way off. It had to go way off.
That was perfect though. So, somebody sprouted me on this hat. Okay. Well, I had the privilege. My name's Chelsea Lovett. Thank y'all. I live in Nashville, and I had the honor of opening for Todd for a few shows in a couple years ago, and I guess I got the gig because I talked about 10 minutes usually between my songs, and the appropriate for the times that we're in. And I did it with my band the week before that tribute, and somebody heard me do it, and we killed it. And so anyway, I'm not here to change anybody's mind about anything, but ease my own about everything. And, so you guys might know it, and I'll just go right into it. Yeah. All right, it's conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male, gay bashing, black fearing, poor fighting, tree killing, regional leaders of sales, frat housing, cake tapping, shirt tucking, backslapping, haters of living like me, tree hugging, peace loving, pot smoking, porn watching, lazy ass bitches like me, tree hugging, love making, pro-choice and gay wedding, widespread digging bitches like me, skin color blinded, conspiracy minded, testers of corporate greed. Believe you have nothing, you most likely will too. We all end up locked up in jail. Like conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male. Diamonds and dogs, boys and girls, living together in two separate worlds. Following leaders of mountains of shame, looking for someone to blame. On the car. That is, yeah, thanks, yeah, that's kind of how we do. Alright. Hang on, y'all. Diamonds and dogs, boys and girls, living together in two separate worlds. Following leaders of mountains of shame, looking for someone to blame. I know who I'd like to blame. Conservative Christians, right-wing Republicans, straight white American males, soul-saving, flag-waving, roof-loving, land-paving, personal friends to the quails. White diligently, working so hard to keep the free reign to this democracy. From tree hugging, peace loving, pot smoking, barefoot, folk singing bitches like me. Tree hugging, peace loving, pot smoking, porn watching, lazy ass bitches like me. Thank you. Big in the cloud. Hell yeah, we got a joint coming up on the stage. Hey!
Alright, so I think you guys all know this next guy. Josh, you in the house? I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Josh Morningstar is. I got the opportunity to open up for Josh Morningstar not too long ago. And it was a real blessing. This guy's a legend.
Hello, everybody. Is Beef here? Beef. Beef. Beef was one of Todd's best friends for many years. And I saw he was in Nashville, and I've yet to meet him, and I want to say hi to him. Beef. Beef.
He's over here.
There he is. What's up, man? I wanted to make sure I got a chance to talk to you, so I want to know where you're at. Beef's over there.
He's here.
Man, so I'd like to thank Levi. Big round of applause for Levi Snider. Gary Rex as well, man. Alright, man, I fucking love Todd, man. I love him so much. And one of my biggest influences, this is see, he started down in Texas, man. He left Oregon. He said he got through school by the skin of his teeth. He went to Santa Rosa, California. There wasn't nothing going on in Santa Rosa, so he called his brother. His brother was sleeping on a couch somewhere in Austin, Texas, and he thought, well, if they have one couch, they might have two couches. So he left Santa Rosa and headed to Austin, and he got to the address that his brother sent him, and a guy named Bonehead opened the door. Bonehead's here, is that what you're saying? Oh shit, Bonehead's here. That's awesome. That's awesome. See, Bonehead said they only had the one couch, but he knew where a party was at, and Todd thought, well, shit, that's good enough for me. So they went to this party, and they got to this party, and over in the corner was this guy named Trog, right? And Trog was 6'8", 300 pounds, and he was telling these stories, and people were laughing at the stories, and the stories weren't really that funny, but he was 6'8", 300 pounds, so as the party started slowing down, people started drizzling out, Todd started talking to Trog, and turned out Trog and his friends had an extra couch, so Todd went with Trog, and he slept on Trog's couch for like 3 months, man, and they spent most of their nights, sitting around, listening to whatever records Trog wanted to listen to, and watching whatever TV Trog wanted to watch, and they would listen to these records, and one night Trog broke out a record by a guy named Jerry Jeff Walker. Woo! And Todd fell in love with these songs, man, and it turned out that Jerry Jeff was playing at a place called Green Hall that Friday, so they went down to Green Hall, and Miss Snider, how are you? I just realized they went to Green Hall, and Jerry Jeff comes out with just a guitar, and Todd thought, well, shit, I can do that. So he started singing, and thank God he did, man. Thank God he did. Todd liked to read the inside of the records where it had all the credits, right? And it turned out that Jerry Jeff, he didn't record in a studio. He recorded at this place called Lukenbach, Texas, which isn't a studio, it's a town. You know, Willie Whalen and the boys going to Lukenbach, Texas. Well, Todd really wanted to play down there at Lukenbach. He sent tapes and everything, and he didn't hear anything for like 6 or 7 months. And one night they were sitting around watching Trog's favorite TV show, and the phone rang, and it was Todd answered the phone, and this woman said, "This is Large Marge from Lukenbach, and our show Saturday canceled, and would you want to come play?" And Todd got all excited, man. He held the phone out. He asked Trog if it was okay that they took the show, and Trog said it was. So they went. He said, "Yeah, we'll take it." So that Saturday, they jumped in Todd's $450 car, and they headed towards Lukenbach. Well, the thing about Lukenbach is, if you've never been to Lukenbach, you might never get to Lukenbach, because tourists steal all the signs for Lukenbach and hang them in their garage and stuff, right? And it was just Todd and his buddies. It was all guys, so they drove around for like 2.5 hours after showtime was supposed to start, and until they finally stopped and asked for directions. Well, they were on this road called the Devil's Backbone Highway, right? And they stopped at this bar called the Devil's Backbone Tavern. And they made Todd go in because it was his thing, and he walked in, and it was one of those places that said he wasn't really a fighter, he wasn't really too good at protecting himself, so he saw this lady behind the bar, and she was in her 80s, she had, curly white hair, and she had a hump in her back like his grandmother started to get, and he thought, well shit, I can take her. So he walked up to this lady, and he said, "Ma'am, could you tell us how to get to Lukenbach? We are so lost." And the lady said, the lady turned around, looked at him, and said, fuck Lukenbach, drink with us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So they did. And they ended up getting their guitars out of the car and they sang songs all night. And at the end of the night, Todd walked up to the lady and he said, "Man, what do we owe you?" Her name was Miss Virgie. He said, "Ma'am, what do we owe you?" He said, "You don't owe me nothing, boy." And Todd said that night he became a professional musician. They sang, they drank, he was a professional musician. So it turns out that every Friday night after that, they would go to the Devil's Backbone Tavern and they would sing the songs. And this is the one he wrote for Miss Virgie. And he said it had the most difficult guitar part he ever wrote in it. Not this. Not this one. That part. Oh, Miss Virgie tended bar, shack out in the hills. Never made her no money, boy, but it paid up all her bills. So, the weather was warm and the beer was cold. She gave away more than she ever sold. She was smiling all the time. She sing off in the corner every Friday night to a loud crowd of cowboys, buckets and barroom fights. They were drinking beer, carrying on. Not one of them would listen to one of my songs, but old Miss Virgie, she was singing along, said she knew them all by heart. One Friday after closing, she poured me a beer. Said, "Come over here and sit down, you little shit. I got something that you need to hear. Life ain't easy getting through. Everybody gonna try to make it tough on you, but as long as you dig what you do, it'll never ever get you down." She said, "Life's too short to worry. Life's too long to wait. Too short not to love everybody. Life's too long to hate. I meet a lot of men to haggle all the time, trying to make a little, maybe make a dime, but not me, no siree, baby. I ain't got no time." You ain't seen Miss Virgie for, I guess it must have been close to 40 years. Been bumming around this country, singing his songs for tips and beers. Well, the nights are long, traveling's tough, hotels are weird and the pay sucks, but couldn't dig what he do's enough, it'd never ever get him down. Said life's too short to worry, life's too long to wait. Too short not to love everybody, life's too long to hate. Sit down and man haggle all the time, trying to save a nickel, maybe make a dime, but not me, no siree, baby, I ain't got no time. You know it, one more time, sing it loud. Life's too short to worry, life's too long to wait. Too short not to love everybody, life's too long to hate. I meet a lot of men haggle all the time, trying to save a nickel, maybe make a dime, but not me, no siree, baby, I ain't got no time. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Well, one night towards the end of the summer, Todd was packing up after playing, and this guy who had been there every Friday night walked up to him, and he said to Todd, he said, "Man, I've been watching you all summer long." And Todd said, "You know, I noticed that, and I'd like to thank you." He said, "Don't thank me, boy. I thought you sucked." He said, "All night long you play the same 3 chords, man. It's bullshit. It's so boring." He said the summer before, him and his brother went to Austin to see Eddie Van Halen and the Eddie Van Halen band. And the whole show, Eddie was up on the guitar neck like this. So when Todd was writing that song, he said, you know, he was thinking about Jerry Jeff and old Miss Virgie and Trog and Eddie Van Halen and the Eddie Van Halen band. But most of all, he thought about that guy over there in the corner. And that's why he wrote that super difficult guitar part. You know the part that goes, "Beat your heart out, you inbred son of a bitch."
Let's hear it for Josh Morningstar. I'm still getting used to that. So when I first started playing music, was hanging out with Todd one day, and I told him that I wanted to do this. And he gave me some advice, of course, great advice. I mean, he was the best of the best, but he actually gave me a list of songs that I should learn. And, where's my capo? Josh, where'd you put my capo?
I don't know. Does anyone have a capo?
We got it.
I didn't take it. That's fine.
Of course, yeah, you didn't take it. Alright, so anyway, he gave me a list of songs, and on the top of this list of songs was a story song that was very difficult to learn, but it's become my absolute favorite story song. Hey, thank you. Love that. Never can have too many of those. But this song is called To Beat the Devil. It was wintertime in Nashville, down the Music City Road. It was evening soul. Keep the chilly wind off my guitar. I thirsty wanted whiskey. My hungry needed beans. But it'd been a month of paydays since I had heard that eagle scream. So the stomach full of empty, pocket full of dreams. Left my pride and stepped inside a bar. Actually, I guess you could call it a tavern. Cigarette smoke to the ceiling, sawdust on the floor. Pretty shadows. I saw that there was just one old man sitting at the bar. And in the mirror I could see him checking me a guitar. He turned and said, "Come up here, boy, and show us what you are." Said I'm dry, and he bought me a beer. He nodded at my guitar and said, "Tough life, ain't it?" I just looked at him and said, "You ain't making any money, are you?" I said, "You've been reading my mail." He smiled and said, "Let me see that guitar. I got something you ought to hear." If you waste your time talking to the people who don't listen to the things that you are saying, who do you think's gonna hear? And if you should die explaining how the things that they complain about are things that could be changing, who do you think's gonna care? There are no lonely singers in the world, they're deaf and blind, who were crucified for what they tried to show. And their voices have been scattered by the swirling winds of time. Cause the truth remains that no one wants to know. Well, the old man was a stranger, but I'd heard his song before. Back when failure had me locked down on the wrong side of the door. When no one stood behind me but my shadow on the floor. And lonesome was more than a state of mind. See, the devil hunts a hungry man. You don't want to join him. You gotta beat him. I ain't saying I beat the devil. I drank his beer for nothing. And then I stole the song. You can still hear me singing to the people who don't listen to the things that I am saying.
cannot believe that was one of Todd Snider's. And it has definitely become one of my favorites. Alright, let's pick it up a little bit. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is 10 and a 5 and a car and a sober driver. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. A couple of crack guys from Abilene drove out on maps to see Robert Earl Keen. K-Picks, wines, four-way dance, old baseball cap, khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, so to save a little money, they bummed one off this hippie that smelled kind of funny. And the next thing they knew, they was both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is 10 and a 5 and a car and a key and a Lambo driver. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Well, they found the store, said the beer was cold. They said they sent in Brad, and he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar. Walked over to where all the registers are, laid a snake ID on the countertop. The clerk looked and turned and looked back up and stopped and said, "Boy, I'm not gonna call the cops, but I am gonna keep this card." The guys both took that pretty hard. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Oh, how happy we would be had we only got a judge take ID on this. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. He got confused, don't worry. Well, they found this other hippie named Sleepy John. He claimed to be the one from the Robert Earl song, so they gave him their cash. He bought him some brews. Beautiful day out in Santa Cruz, but they were feeling so good it should have been a crime. The crowd was cold, the band was prime. We made it back up front to our seats just in time. We sang with all our friends. Everybody, the road goes on forever and the party never ends. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 and a car and a key and a sober driver. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. D-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. So when I first started writing, I was out over at Todd's house, and I was probably bitching to him about how hard it was. And he looked at me and he said, "You know, you don't have to write songs to be a folk singer," which was news to me. I didn't know that. But he was like, "You know, some artists made a living out of finding the best songs and the best stories to sing. They didn't write very much. And I mean, they maybe wrote a couple, but they didn't write a ton." And I was like, "Who?" And one of the people he said was Ramblin' Jack Elliott. And I'm sure y'all know who that is. He wrote a few songs, don't get me wrong. He was not a writer. He just was really good at telling stories and finding the best stories to tell. And so when I started recording my first album, or my first EP, I guess, the first place I started looking for songs was Ramblin' Jack Elliott. And I recorded this song called San Francisco Bay Blue.
blues from Big Lift by San Francisco Bay. Ocean liner, she going so far away. Didn't mean to treat you so bad. Best girl I ever had. Say goodbye, I could cry. Won't let her die. Ain't gotta make it and I ain't gotta let it down. She don't come back, ain't gonna lose my mind. She ain't come back to stay. It's gonna be a brand new day. Walk away my baby down by San Francisco Bay. Standing there looking at my back door, wondering which way to go. Woman, I'm so crazy bad, she don't love me no more. Think I'm gonna catch me a freight train, 'cause I'm feeling blue. Ride it all the way to the end of the line, thinking only you. Meanwhile in that city, just about to go insane. Thought I heard my baby Lord, the way she called my name. If she ain't come back to stay, it's gonna be a brand new day. Walk away my baby down by San Francisco Bay. Walk away my baby down by San Francisco Bay. So if you like that one, please go and check it out. And if you didn't like it, do it anyway, because I need the money. Well, as good as it was to get that permission not to have to write any song from the man himself, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna write a song. It's called Head in the Clouds. Everybody's got their head in the clouds, walking around, looking down. What a strange world now. It's kind of freaking me out that nobody makes a sound when we're walking around 2 feet on the ground. Everybody's got their head in the clouds. Things got kind of hit for a guy named Jimmy who lived down the block. Spent so much time on his phone tonight that he lost his own thoughts. He got to follow words and clicks, so he's depressed as shit. And ain't that how it is, living on the internet? Everybody's got their head in the clouds, walking around, looking down. What a strange world now. It's kind of freaking me out that nobody makes a sound when we're walking around 2 feet on the ground. Everybody's got their head in the clouds. There's a girl named Jeannie and she's just so pretty, but she don't feel pretty enough. 'Cause the things she sees on a little bitty screen drop doesn't love. So she takes anxiety pills, 'cause the socials are making it real. And that's just how it is, living on the internet. Everybody's got their head in the clouds, walking around, looking down. What a strange world now. Kinda freaking me out that nobody makes a sound when I'm walking around 2 feet on the ground. Everybody's got their head in the clouds, head in the clouds, head in the clouds, head in the clouds. All right, enough of my shit. They say 3% of people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3%, and the rest goes down the drain. I'll never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last dime 99. last thing that John Prine, y'all know John Prine, right? Of course. But anyway, first thing, or the last song that John Prine ever released starts like this. When I get to heaven, I'm going to shake God's hand, thanking for more blessings than one man can stand. And then I'm going to get a guitar and start a rock and roll band. Ain't the afterlife grand? It's very fun to me. Makes me very happy to think that Todd Snider just joined the greatest rock and roll band that ever existed. That is, unless he's in the back room with Bob Weir. Feel like missing you today. Sometimes I just get this way. Seems like everything I see brings back another memory. Feel like missing you today. You're never too far from my mind. I feel like crying sometimes. It's always been so hard to do, especially when it comes to you. Never too far from my mind. No, someday I'll see you smiling face again. I don't know when, but I know it's true. One other thing I know, no matter where we go, you love me and I love you. Can't help wondering about if we'd ever work things out. I wish I could make amends for anything I might have said back then. Can't help wondering out loud. I feel like missing you today. I ain't letting nobody stand in my way. I'm gonna pull down these sheets, play some old songs. Well, we have reached the ending of the night. We've got one more song left. But this song is actually a song that even in my own sets, I end every set with this because there's not a better song to end a set. And I hope that every single person sings along. Chelsea, get up here. Josh, if you're here. Get close by. I don't have to listen to it. You too. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pain. The years go by as quickly as the wind. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. You work and work for years and years. You're always on the go. You never take a minute off. You're busy
it for Josh. Say it for Chelsea. Peter's somewhere in here. Say it for Jared and Rex. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
Y'all the shit.
This is a dream come true for me, so.